Alright guys, so here you go. Here's my first one that I've done. It's not finished, it's not mounted, but I got it pretty much cut right. So essentially, there you go. So the worst of it's basically just knowing how much to cut off. So what you do is you basically take the other one. Here's the stock one, which shows you how ridiculously huge they are at factory. And you look down the front and you see, okay, so the front's real wide and the back's narrow. So I'm going to need to take more out of the front than I am the back. So basically how I did it is I started and cut here on this line. And then I kind of measured it kind of a little to see how much the difference is and cut like almost like triangles. So like more out of the front and then slowly tapered to the back, to slowly bring it in so that this sits even with the side. And then once I had it where it was pretty straight, then I just cut it back, I think 2 inches, to where it was not sticking out super far but still giving me good tire coverage. The key is to, since there's a lot there, leave a lot there and slowly work it so you can get it to fit real well. Like look how I have it down here. It's not perfect, but look how it's pretty damn nice how well it fits there. And up front, I mean, I'm still got some tweaking, but there's barely any gap here. So yeah, there's that. So that'll open once I get it cut. It's hanging up a little bit. It'll sit a little higher. But, or not a little higher, front will sit up a little more and the back will sit down a little bit. That's why it looks slanted. But once I get that finished, then I'll chop most of this out and mount it the same way I have the other one mounted, which I already showed you in another video. But it's basically just when I trimmed the fender, I left a big piece, folded it up, and then I bolted to it. So, yeah, I'll pretty much do that. And then fill in this marker lamp hole so it doesn't look stupid. And that'll be that, and then I gotta figure out the rears, but it shouldn't be too bad. So once you get one side done like this, I'm actually gonna do it now, then the other side should be easier, because then all I'm gonna do is lay paper. I'm just gonna lay, I have like a big roll of brown paper in the garage, I'm gonna lay it on here, and I'm gonna cut it out to this shape. This whole shape here. And then I'll just flip that over and lay it on the other one and just cut it, and maybe have to cut it maybe twice, and it should be the same. So yeah, there's that, guys. JK flares on the XJ. I'll continue to update you as I make progress on it, but and then even with the rear flares, it's going to be a good bit more work, but I think I'm going to be able to get it to be able to use them. Like even these are almost the same. I really need another set of hands. Even these are almost the same shape as them. So, yeah. Alright, so it's going to be a pain in the ass for me to show you, but I made a template. And the easiest way I found to do it was roll out all your paper and everything. And then put this on here. Like that, and then just pull it tight to the side, and then trace it, and then kind of move as you go, and pull it up flat so it stays up hard on there, trace it, and then cut it out, and then put it back on here, put the template back on the flare. I can't do it with holding the camera, but just so you see where it's kind of proud and on the template and all, just so you kind of know how it fits. And then you're going to take it and you're going to flip it over and lay it on this flare and trace it out. And that's where you're going to make your cut. Now this obviously isn't perfect. This is just kind of getting it in the ballpark. So you get the idea. So yeah, I'll come back after I trace that. Alright, so I got it traced on there. Looks a little goofy, but it should come out. And now when I cut this proud, because again, you don't want to ruin these flares and have to go get another set. So, I mean, I wouldn't go crazy, but probably a good quarter, I might even go a good quarter. If you're confident about your template and your tracing, a 1/4 inch in further to give you more to deal with and clean up. So that way you can massage it better. Alright, so I got it cut out. Obviously not super straight, but a little proud all the way around. So then you basically just use, I'm using a flat disc on a grinder, but basically whatever you want, and kind of clean it up and get it to fit nice just like the other side. Alright guys, there you go. It's a little twisted up because it got real hot sitting in the Jeep, but that's the gist of at least getting them to fit on there. Now the next step is tracing it all and cutting it out and filling in that hole. So I'll be sure to update you again guys when I get more into it.